So every conversation you have, it's you and another person. So it looks like it's two people, but there's really four voices. And this is, let's figure out what those four voices are. But this is why when it feels like there's something else going on, one and one doesn't equal two. I'm saying this, but this is the result I'm getting. It doesn't, it doesn't make sense. And this is why there's something else that's going on. There's always the surface level of what's being discussed, and then there's the deeper stuff, right? So like, let's say, your partner or a friend comes late, and they don't message, they don't call or anything. So you're upset, right? You didn't call, you didn't message or anything, you're running late, the whole thing. But it's like really intense. Like the reaction, the emotional reaction is really strong. It's like going around and around. Or maybe you notice like, okay, we covered all the points, or I said sorry, and it's still going on, and it's going around and around and around. So you have to trust your instincts. Something else is going on here, because one and one should equal two, right? If you mention something, I acknowledge it, I apologize, so it's fine. It should go away. There's something that's deeper that's over there, or like you've acknowledged it, and you're getting worked up. So there's something else that's going on. There's the deeper level. That's the inner kid part. So the surface level, the two adults are talking, but then there's the two kids that are in the inside. Is that for the person, who was, you came late, you didn't message. And so that left me feeling abandoned or unimportant. And those are very familiar feelings. So all of a sudden, this moment in the present is putting me face to face with a bunch of very familiar feelings that I've been avoiding, ignoring, not allowing myself to connect to ever since I was a kid. I still carry that. That's the baggage, the burden that I carry. And the other person is, you're saying, why didn't you message and why didn't you call? And they're now feeling criticized, so that their wound comes out of like, oh, I'm not good. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving. I'm being criticized. And so that's coming out into it. And so we're having triggers. We're having in the moment, we're having an experience. The feelings that are coming up are very familiar, but we don't really know what those feelings are. Most of us don't have enough emotional vocabulary. That's why you have to go to Google Images, search feelings chart, and start to like practice putting feeling words to it. And then you'll see it, that the words are like, hey, what was I feeling when we were arguing about the fact that I was late and I didn't message you? It's like, oh, this and this and this. And then all of a sudden, oh, when else have you felt those feelings before? And the person, you came late and left me feeling abandoned. That's my wound. And now you're giving me this feedback about how upset you are, but you're not dealing with your stuff, so you keep projecting onto the other person. Now they feel criticized. Oh, see, I'm not good enough. And the feelings that are in the moment will put you in touch with times in the past, 6 months, a year ago, 20 years ago, where you had the same exact feelings. And you'll see it, that's that second layer, that lower level. Those are the inner kid that's there. So the two adults are talking, and then the two kids are talking. So every conversation is really four voices.